Go, 180.
Record.
I want to work.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he completes it to Cohen. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Give me radar.
36.
Hey, check 24. What's 24?
Check 3.
40 got.
Now again, right side. Swift. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Check 3.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 1st down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
1st down, Lions.
250.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
'58, boys, 58, 58, it's Mike. Two look.
Alert, 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 alert.
Play action. Now Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Lions will take over. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 46-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Past the 20. Open man is Galladay. Complete. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Check 50, check 50.
Omaha, remove.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Khalil Mack. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
6-6. Pull it high.
Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Trubisky to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, defense, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Now it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 4 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way we're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And an alley to run. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Stafford now to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Trubisky to throw. And this one complete to Reed. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. Now a play fake here on first down. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He got 29 yards that time. Trubisky now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
From the 45 on second down. Stafford, and the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. But I will guarantee you, the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise.
And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack from the O-line's perspective. They hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now Trubisky. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Trey Flowers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. He'll take it at the 42. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 60. Hey, red. Off the floor. Look at him.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. It's caught. Jones. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Stafford. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Trubisky will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Trubisky now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Completes it to Davis. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Lock in.
You can't block me. You can't.
Delta.
You can't block me.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 10 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point safely through. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
17. Bears 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From From the gun, here's Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. It's caught by Davis. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky, and the Bears have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 4th-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's bring it. Check.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Wide, get wide.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Get your game up.
Now it's Trubisky. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Come on, D.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Coming this way. Here we go.
Ran, come.
58.
Hey, Haywood.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Here's Trubisky to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He's back to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. A big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it. And you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Monday. Switch gears.
On third down, Swift. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They're probably about one big play from getting into field goal range. I'd go with a 2 deep coverage, make sure my safeties are back to cover all of the field deep.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
So this one's over. It's